Leather Rokk here. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to start doing the Christmas decorations. It's time. This is the kitchen. I've been cleaning all day. Haven't had time to work. Haven't had time to eat. Oh, and you want to know why I haven't had time to eat? Let me show you why. Oh, you want to know why I haven't been able to eat until just now? Because I went to get my lunch and then I went and turned my head, and a few minutes later, I noticed the carryout container was on the floor, the vegetables were spilled, but the piece of chicken was missing. Guess who ate it? It wasn't Cassie because she was curled up asleep. This one ate good today, okay? And I was really too busy to eat. All of a sudden, I realized I didn't get something to eat, I would just not be doing well. So I'm going to put him down and let's show you what I want to start with first. I have most of the Christmas decorations get kept in the grow room. That is, in fact, that is the main purpose of that room is the storage area. And that's usually where the Christmas tree would be. 95% to 99% sure there is not going to be a Christmas tree this year. Unless you want to count a little statue that my mother has. It's ceramic that is in the shape of a tree. As far as the garland, the first thing I want to do is put garland around here. And I got some choices. Usually I go with something that's going to go well with the main theme colors of the tree. But without a tree, I don't have to worry about that. But that said, if I, hey Jeff, if I end up doing a tree, it's going to have to go with it somehow. And so I have to think about what I have enough of and what I have in one straight length, which would be obviously most ideally for a tree. Unless I want to do the branches root again, I really don't want to deal with all the mess. I still am finding needles from those pine tree branches. And then they get sticky. The resin gets on things and it's a lot of fun. So I was thinking, since I'm not going to be putting it on. Oh, hi, Tiger. Hi, Scott. Oh, you know what? I have to bring the step stool in. But what do you think? Let me entertain you. All right, where is it? Oh, so, one thing, I am getting rid of this tablecloth. This has been here for probably close to 2 years. And it was said, why don't you just give it the Air Force burial? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, hopefully that where I'm about to set this computer is not going to come crashing. I am going to take this TV that's disconnected and don't worry, this stuff is going to play taps because, well, bye-bye. This is a drop leaf table. Oh, and right here is a Cassie girl. Oh, look at my Cassie. Isn't she pretty? Isn't she pretty? She has been so rammy at night. 2 nights in a row, I put her in Ace's office. I needed to be able to sleep without somebody crawling on my stand-up desk, and she's taken to jumping. Yes, well, this person gets on top of my stand-up desk, and then she jumps on top of the chest of drawers now. And it's gotten to the point where anything she knocks off, I don't put back. I figure she's just gonna knock it over again. The jar of pennies, that doesn't get put back. Different mementos that I've actually been packing. Uh, they're just getting packed because otherwise she just knocks things over because she's a person. Next thing you're gonna know, she's gonna want citizenship. She's gonna demand the right to vote. And whenever they get these privileges, they always vote Democrats. So don't give them the right to vote. Oh, yeah. Grouchy, grouchy, grouchy. Okay. This was collecting dust. I wiped it off with a bleach cleaner. Where are you going? I'll deal with you later. Oh, okay. We're expecting a nor'easter. I meant to research the exact times and temperatures before I went on live today, but I forgot about it. If I have a shorter piece, I would probably rather do that. Yeah, I'm going to use a shorter piece. I'd rather save this for a treat. Uh, oh, if you guys have seen this, this actually never gets put away. That's our Steelers. Oh. I also have these. Oh, I got cat stockings. Notice none of them have names on them. They get used by whoever's around. Oh, this I bought this for myself last year. Got to roll with this stuff here with the gold. See, I have to commit to something that's not it's not going to clash with everything else. If I have some stuff that has gold running through it, I don't want to have some stuff that has silver running through it. All right, I think maybe some of this might be more broken up. Oops. You can tell this wasn't rehearsed. Okay. I see some old tape from Christmases ago. this can be reused. Oh, you guys, YouTube has been messing with me. I noticed that the pot videos, the latest pot live streams that I did, where I only talk about pot for a few seconds, YouTube has decided to age restrict that video. And I can only imagine that the live stream that I did, where I really did talk a lot about harvesting, I imagine they're going to age restrict that video too. If you didn't know already, when YouTube age restricts a video, what ends up happening is after I hit the coveted 1,000 subscriber mark, then YouTube will, if I want to, be able to put ads on my videos. And of course, eventually, depending on how many views a video gets, those ads can make a person a little bit of money. And, you can't fault us for wanting to support ourselves in some way. So anyway, some of my best performing videos just happen to be the cannabis videos. And so YouTube has been doing one of two things to me. YouTube has been either calling a video a children's video, and obviously a video about weed is not a kid's video. Now, if YouTube thinks a video is a children's video, YouTube will take the ads off the video if it doesn't already have ads on it. And YouTube will also take all the comments off under something so that it falls in line with something called the COPPA, Child Online Protection and Privacy Act. Everybody agrees you want to protect kids. True. And sometimes comments can lead to a lot of dangerous things with social media and stuff. So in order to protect kids, YouTube and the law is doing this. So if they think that you're doing any of these things, you can't make money. And also, if you're talking about certain subjects, cannabis being one of them, firearms is another. There's different subjects that you can put on things. But the thing is, if you put over 18, if they age restrict it, then you can never have ads on. I guess there's a difference between you saying it better be if you're 18 than if YouTube age restricts it. Because I can say, look, if you got, like I have said, sometimes I think about it because I have some friends, people that watch my videos that might very well be babysitting their kids or somebody else's kids with them, watch my things. I always say, watch my stuff first. Watch it the first time around. Make sure that there's not anything that you don't think is a good role model for whoever's watching it. If it passes muster with you, because I may try very hard not to, but occasionally a certain four-letter word may slip out. Sometimes it comes out of my mouth quite easily. Other times I really, really, really try very hard to restrain myself, and I can end up with a lot of clean content, but I shouldn't have to feel that I have to walk on eggshells. That we should all be adults for the most part, and don't be like my mother, who said she gets her thong in a knot every time she hears certain words. I mean, if she's watching an unedited version of a movie, she has been known to turn movies off because of too much profanity. So, and I humor her is all I can do. It's a miracle that we were able to watch Borat together. But you want to know something? During the nude wrestling sequence, she decided to take her bathroom break. So, and I didn't know how to pause the movie. This was one of those on-demand things that Comcast had available. So, but anyway, yeah, if YouTube is going to continue doing that, YouTube is going to be hitting me where I'm trying to make a buck, and that's not acceptable. So what I'm thinking of is finally starting a Patreon and just putting some of the R-rated stuff on there. And the thing is, I didn't really want to do that because if I was the Patreon route, I would have yet another workload. I would have to do something in addition to YouTube people aren't going to want Patreon things and not get something special for it. And on the same token, I have to think of what my audience would be there, because there are people who specifically asked me to go on there, but some of them are in the body modifications community, the body piercings and stuff. And those people, I could see where they would want to get into more content where I would not have to be so worried about depiction of showing the exchanging of body jewelry in a way that you and I both know it's not being pornographic, but some people might find certain things offensive. Like changing a nose ring would be one thing, but changing chest piercing, for instance, you'd have to be adult enough not to freak out about that. You can't show anything resembling nudity on YouTube. YouTube has gotten stricter and stricter, and we really have to obey the rules. And even though a lot of times you see people getting away with things on YouTube, just because other people get away with it, you just be your dumb luck you don't, you get caught, because all somebody has to do is snitch you off. So it's not worth it. It's easier to just try to follow not only the letter but the spirit of the law, so that you're less likely to get your channel taken down, because you get 3 strikes and they could shut you down, and it's not worth it. But I am also exploring other places to do uploads where they don't do censorship and things. BitChute is one of them, but I'm not going to abandon this channel or anything. It's good to have a backup place in case things happen politically, that they start shutting down people for certain speech they don't like. With BitChute, I actually started uploading my political videos, because those are the ones that would be most likely to be shut down. I thought of that. And then, of course, there's the cannabis videos. That's an important part of my life, but it's hardly that important that it's like something that I identify as, yeah. And also, if you're a nobody, you can say a lot more of what you want, but the more you get some kind of visibility, especially if you say the good, bad, and the ugly, and what you're saying is a truth that may hit somebody else in a pocketbook, then you can kind of you can get some pressure put on you. And that's why sometimes I have to be careful about some of the things I say here about my town, because I don't paint just a totally rosy picture. If there are certain things going on, I do say them, and certain interesting things that I keep hearing about places that had exposure to COVID and different things that are going on, and how they don't want people to find out about it and stuff. And, I had been writing down the COVID numbers quite methodically for quite a while. And lately, I just haven't been doing it. I listen to the information, but I'm thinking, what am I going to do? Create yet another COVID update video? When the things are getting worse and worse. If you guys haven't gotten the memo by now to just stay put and try to just keep yourself as healthy as possible, have your food and your shelter and all those things taken care of, but please don't put yourself in an unnecessary risk. And hopefully we'll be getting the vaccine soon. So those of you who are watching who are in the medical field, hopefully you guys are going to be getting your shots soon. And then there will be hopefully people like my mother who really need to have the protection and stuff. And speaking of my mother, she's going to the hospital tomorrow for a stress test. There's 2 different kinds of ways of doing it. One's the way where they walk you on a treadmill, but the other way is a chemical way where they shoot you up with different things. And so right now, my mother, she did not have coffee at all today, or even regular tea. She only had herbal tea. She couldn't have any caffeine today or tomorrow, and no food in tomorrow morning. And the thing is, a hospital is only 3 blocks away, and she still has to take a jitney. And this is going to be her first jitney ride since the pandemic. I still haven't been on a jitney since then. Jitneys, if you haven't been there here, they're half the size of a city bus. So whatever social distancing protocol they try to arrange, it's going to be trickier, I would imagine, on a jitney. With the city buses, they basically use plastic chains and they rope around the driver, so the driver has a nice line of protection, well, as much protection as you can get in a bus. And then everybody else has got half a bus that you try to social distance and they ask you to wear masks, but the drivers don't always pay attention if people slip the masks over their nose, or when people in the buses start to get crowded and everything. And if I stand so that my face isn't near other people's faces, on getting yelled at and stuff, it's not worth it. So I do my best to avoid getting on buses or anything that I think is dangerous. No, she's only 3 blocks away. She's going to take. My brother might go along with her, but it's only 3 blocks away. At the Atlantic here, it's on the street, on the main street. You know, I offered to get a hobo bago, and my brother and I push her down the street. If you don't know what a hobo bago is, it's a shopping cart. And sometimes you do find them on the street, more on the next main street over and up more toward the library and stuff. But still, you know, the way this neighborhood is, I wouldn't be surprised if you walked a couple of blocks and you'd find one. The most I have gone, I go to drop off things in the mailbox. I was looking out my window carefully yesterday, and I saw the mail carrier, and I got all our mail. And So my mother's waiting on some pills in the mail. She gets some of her medicines by the mail, and we can always tell the pills because we know what the packaging looks like. So I would have liked to have started this a little bit earlier, but if not for the cleaning that I had to do, obviously I can't start doing this when all that crap was on the table, and I had to do so much laundry. So I'm hoping this is not too delicately balanced. This is on a pot in an upside down lid. Uh, this is going to be tempting to the cats. Oh, I'm going to have no choice but to take a bus to Best Buy to drop my Lenovo off and a whole bunch of the computers that I showed you guys before. But, well, as long as I still have this computer here, it's not the biggest hurry in the world. Except one thing it does suck not having use of the other computer is that before I would always have 2 computers that I could work with. And today I was actually too busy to do much work, like day job work, because I had too much house cleaning and stuff to do. You can't do decorating until you do some cleaning first. And I kept on finding things that I needed to take care of. And the woodwork, the cats, if they're not getting enough attention, they start scratching at the woodwork for your attention. I'm thinking, oh, this needs to get some bleach cleaner spray and scrub this down and scrub that down. And you know how it goes. And it feels good getting some things done, especially if I'm thinking I don't want it to accidentally show up on camera. Even though I know this particular webcam is pretty low resolution. Oh, damn it. Well, I have to get some tape anyway. So one thing that is not fun is dealing with tape and the garland. I could never do this symmetrical. I don't want to do it too long because otherwise the cats are going to think it's a toy. Oh, I know what I did. I got two pieces of tape going in two different directions, canceling each other out. Uh, do you remember the bell? Yeah, just what I need to lose my footing, especially considering these shoes are not. I rarely put the strap around my ankle because I can never get it adjusted right. I think it's tight enough and it's still loose, and I end up stepping on it and it's uncomfortable. So I would rather have it easy to get on and off. So that's why I don't have it around my ankle. I think I'm going to wind this around the cloth some to keep it out of reach of the cats. Uh, it's not perfect, but till I can. And I'm thinking of curling this up on here similarly. Uh, we didn't get a lot of Christmas cards this year, and we're sending out very, very few, partly because postage has really gotten expensive, partly because we're losing more and more friends due to things like death, and other people are just sending out fewer cards and stuff. So, one of the things my mother told me she did is that she sometimes saves the very last card that her friends send her. I'm one of the people that I don't really throw out cards at all if they're people that mean anything to me. But if you have had a lot of friends through your life and you had a long life, if you never threw anything away, you would have, well, a whole big bunch of messes. And I'm a little prone to that, so maybe I should do better and follow my mother's lead. So, anyway, she has a box of old Christmas cards, and some years I take cards and I do around the back wall here. And I think I'm going to put some up there. Uh, I haven't had time to take a look at things and see what could be put up. Probably would have saved time if I did. One thing I'm going to do is my mother had a certain slight organization to it. The only thing that she really thought to mention, because I told her I was looking for cards that looked like big depictions of ornaments. I thought that that would be a nice little theme. Oh, the only thing that she knew that she had was a whole bunch of cat cards. So I suppose I should just put a bunch of cat ones up. You know. And if they're nice and big, then even this low resolution webcam can show it off. You know, things like this. Face beautiful. Oh, this was for me. Let me see where the. Yeah. Uh, Look at the collection of Dr. Fauci pictures. Apparently, People Magazine, they've been having this poll, and all the Trump people have been trying to get people to vote for Trump to be Person of the Year. And I think he only got as much as 8% or something. And I thought Dr. Fauci had a good chance of winning, but apparently it was the new president that won. But I told my mother that I was going to out her for her pictures. We're going to start saving any pictures of Fauci and any new ones. I'm going to cut out and I'm going to put them here, and we'll see how big a collection we can get of Dr. Anthony Fauci pictures. I think my mother likes him. She insists that she just finds him comforting and credible. And I think she likes that he is not afraid to stand up to anyone, regardless of their power. You know, I'll ask my mother if she wants me to go with her tomorrow, but she'll probably insist that I don't. One of the things I think I might do as I collect the ones that we already got, I might mount them above the garland there. I don't know. In other years, I have put garland on the back up around this way, and I've done art some years. One year I cut out any Christmas graphics I found in magazines and in the Wall Street Journal. And hi, Amanda. Is that your daughter? I am decorating Christmas stuff. I'm getting a bit of a late start. I almost wasn't going to do it. I wasn't I was, thinking with COVID and everything, and probably not going to do a tree. But this has been kind of one of these by request things, and you know what? I can't ignore my requests, can I? That would just make me suck as a human being, and I don't want to do that. So, these are some old Christmas cards that I wanted to. So, oh, well, good. I will try to conduct myself in a demure, ladylike, respectable fashion. And speaking of demure, ladylike, and respectable, wonder where my cats are. I have to really watch anything I have laid down, especially any food items. I wonder where they are. Oh, cat. I want you to see what Cassie does. She gets on my stand up desk, which is right here. And then from there, she jumps onto the top of there. That's not cool. She's not like, she didn't used to be like it. She's turned into a little monkey. And it makes me really nervous. She knocks all these things over that, always making messes. And if I would like to sleep in, especially, I hardly get any sleep at all. I'm really, really trying to uh, get at least enough sleep to be human. I thought I heard her. Where the heck? Where the heck did she? Where the heck did that little cat go? This is ridiculous. And of course, she can't. Now, Tabby Boy will deliberately hide and ignore you. Cassie, she just can't. She just can't hear. But I don't know where they went. Let's see. Nope. I have no idea where they went. Oh, I bet Tabby Boy's under here. Tabby Boy. Psst. Tabby Boy. Yeah, he does that deliberately sometimes. Tabby Boy. Tabby Boy. Oh, I tell you about Cassie being deaf. Look. Look who's there. Oh, my little girl. My little Cassie girl. That's my baby. Okay, well, all right. Now I know where she is. Well, I really need to get on with this decorating, don't I? So, I'm glad I stopped to eat something. I can go a long period of time without eating and I don't think about it. I was honestly too preoccupied. And all of a sudden, and I had like 4 cups of coffee, and I only usually drink two, especially since we're not mixing it with decaf. It's just straight coffee. It's actually right now, I'm drinking 7-Eleven's uh, blueberry flavored coffee. If you've ever seen it before, it's really good. It's this stuff here. So I drank 4 cups of it, all to my head on an empty stomach. And I didn't realize that I was hungry until like an hour and a half or so ago. So I feel much better after having eaten something because you know how sometimes you don't eat and you actually feel a little bit sick to your stomach. So anyway, I'm okay now. Oh, and I got out this statue, well, stuffed animal of my mother's, her Garfield, and this that is really loved in our family. When my mother got this, she thought this was a handmade thing, but this actually has a name on it. It says Riverdale. This isn't the original bow on it. It didn't have a scarf on it. These scarves came from when my mother used to work at a Hallmark store. So you see the detail. I was thinking to cover the table. Originally, I was thinking of just using a series of placemats. And I might do that. Of course, I have these red miniature Trump towels that I could do too, but I'm going to start off with these placemats. And I think I'm going to go ahead and cover this cable stuff since it's not, I don't know if it's really even technically connected. We don't have cable service, but one of the things you can still do is you can get the on-demand things. So, and the on-demand thing includes movies, and it includes these short news clips. They're actually YouTube videos, but they're really short and like in a way of news clips. Like, for instance, if there was a presidential debate, you could see the whole debate, and you could see small segments of something, dealing with subjects. I don't know if that even looks okay or not. Oh, computer, please don't fall. Stay, stay, stay. Put a few of these until somebody complains. So put this back as far as I can. Or until somebody complains. And then I figure I can hang these on either side. Probably be sticking them here. Oh, this is the nativity scene. I haven't counted to make sure we have everything. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. Well, they're missing somebody. Well, I'll put whoever we got and see how important they are. Um, okay, got everything except the baby Jesus. I think we got a little bit of a problem here. One of the things that often we kept this out for, year round, just partly out of laziness. It takes a while sometimes to put your Christmas stuff around. And year before last, the tree just never really got put away, and at least not until after April, May, and then finally, it gets put away. So anyway, I would keep these up, and through the plugging and unplugging of the electric socket here, we have the cordless phone extensions here, and this is where the power strip is. And so when you're pulling the cords out, that would cause this table to shake, and some various members of the natal party would come falling down. And anyway, it became kind of like a game. It's weird. The animals are outside, or the animals are inside, and Mary and Joseph are outside. Doesn't make much sense. Well, you see a little baby someplace, let me know. So I see a little baby. Oh, I see a little baby. She's pretty. Cassie. Yeah. This is actually a little miniature wardrobe thing. And we have been having the hardest problems getting the posts to stay attached to it. You have to attach these 3 posts to that and stretch it out to here. And anyway, this is a clothes rack, and it's been a real pain. It was in the other room, and so I had that for clothes on it, and then that clothes closet that originally was just for coats. And so now I got a bunch of clothes that are in plastic bags literally on the floor in that room. And so I need to find some of those, what they call under the bed clear plastic storage boxes. They're really great for organizing things. That's what I have bras in, and that's what I have my colored stockings. And I have a smaller one that I have red and white stockings in, but I have so many stockings in it now, I need a normal size box for those stockings. So I'm thinking if I got a few more of that big size box, then I can organize more of my stuff. So much of my stuff really shouldn't be necessarily hung up. It just creates weight. But I do like the ease of being able to look at my clothes and be able to just appointments when she has to. That's usually not even as much as once a month. It depends. This has been something that she had rescheduled a couple of times. Sometimes they give her, they try to have her go to an appointment that's too far out in the middle of nowhere, or the weather ends up being really bad. Uh, oh, here it is. This is actually a part of the table. I don't know where she wants me to put it. You know what? Let me see if this is going to be. I could put it on top of the coffee maker. Okay. You know what? It's not going to be symmetrical, so I'm not going to bother trying. I know. I'll just take it up this way. Oh, wait. No, not that idea. Uh, I knew this was good. Oops. And Mary and Joseph just flew the coop. crap. Damn it. Oh, don't do it. Okay. No. Doesn't. Oh, I wish I had a smaller piece just for here. Let's see. Okay, I'm putting this on the refrigerator right now. Gotta get some more tape. Let's see. Tape would have to be in the hall. Tape used up. Tape. Yes. Okay. got to deal with this right here. And I'm getting a little bit tired of that stuff going on with the nativity scene, but that's something that happens all the time. Ah. Oh. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh. So that's what I find a pain about this. This Chromebook is probably on its last legs, though. The back of the screen, there are a whole bunch of layers that comprise the hinge, not just the hinges, but the border of the screen. And I know this from watching a computer of mine die when I was in Washington, D.C., and I was filming something. And literally, as I was trying to close the clamshell and I opened it up again, all these different layers of the innards of the computer were coming apart, and they were kind of a little bit getting tangled up in each other and stuff. I never seen such a thing in my life. It looked almost like a weird sculpture of a computer. So I put my computers through absolute hell. And this little computer, though, it's amazing that I'm able to make these live stream videos. I'm able to get used to this equipment. When you film a live stream, you are not using up any space in the hard drive of your equipment. It just, for some reason, it is transmitting, and yet you end up with a recorded copy afterwards that's inside YouTube, which is obviously how people can catch the rebroadcast of this. So I always used to think that I had to go and find some special kind of software, and thinking there was a learning curve to learn how to do this, and there really isn't. There's a switch that says go live, and it's pretty much idiot proof. I want to use some more. If I don't fall off my feet first. What? I guess humming. Not again. Not again. Okay, this is trash. This gets thrown in the trash. Not the cat water bowl. Good. Oh, I thought it was in the cat water bowl. I'm thinking I don't need that. All right, let's see about getting started on the boat here. Oh, you know what? I suppose I can set this up over here. it's really hard to be organized doing something like this, you know. You just think about my parents during this Christmas Eve when I was asleep. Wait until then to set up the tree and everything to make it look like Santa Claus came, you know, pulling that off year after year, you know, on very little to no sleep. And I totally kind of have a bit of a feeling for how it must have been like. Ah, Mary and Joseph have no shelter now. Not only a case of there is no room at the inn, I don't think there's any inn anymore. I'm gonna have to. Put this over here. Oh, oh. I'm sure I never told you the story about how I got this rocking chair. I got this rocking chair as a present for my mother last Mother's Day. How did I get the chair for her, you might ask? Well, one day I was on the boardwalk late at night and I was filming for you guys. And I'm carrying my computer around and I decided to catch a sunrise right on the beach. And as I'm walking up the little ramp to catch my spot on the sunrise, I saw two rocking chairs that were put right there on the beach, right where the gravel is underneath, not too far from where the lifeguard stand is, and they have special kiosks that store their equipment and stuff. So, and they're pretty lightweight, and it really wasn't hard for me to carry from the beach to the house, and I cleaned it off, and that was her happy Mother's Day gift. So that's how we got this rocking chair. I think I'm going to carry this up here so I don't have to cut the stuff. I don't really like cutting this. Long unbroken pieces are so much easier when you have trees. This is going to end up using so much tape. Oh, and we see a curious tabby boy. Kitties and Christmas. Hi, tabby boy. Oh, your baby. Looking for some more food to steal? Damn. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I hate it when I stick tape on tape and I can't see to deal with the problem. So you know what? Just gonna throw it in the trash and start all over again. Daddy boy, I see you. That's my baby right there. I see my baby. I'm gonna bring the step stool over here because there's no way I can reach. Ah! Ah! I hope this doesn't end up looking too stupid. Just so I don't have to cut up the thing. Oh! Almost slipped on a lid. Okay. I don't know if I really see much logic in decorating all this crap because this is kind of more back of the house, you know. But that said, I could carry. Wait a minute. Wait. Look what I found. Yeah. Yeah. One year they had a bunch of this blue at one of the 99-cent stores, so I just went and got 3 things of it. So. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Hi, Tabby boy. What's up, baby? It's okay. You know what? I'm really thirsty. I'm gonna snag a cup of tea if you guys don't mind. My throat is really not sore or anything. I'm just thirsty. And these electric things that keep the tea hot all the time, they are so nice. I don't know what they do to the electric bill though, but and all you need is 1 teapot, 1 tea bag makes a whole pot. And it keeps on getting stronger, so you can keep on adding fresh water to it. And I'm going to add water to my cup because it really is strong. One thing I don't want to do is get this tinsel in the this dishwater here. I had to take this out so I could do hand laundry, so I could rinse out the laundry easier. I never did find out what time the storm's supposed to hit tomorrow. I knew it was supposed to be a rainy day, and then a day where it cleared up, and then we were supposed to get hit again. Yeah, I really am thirsty. Okay, so I'm gonna just get started with this. Gotta find the tape. I just saw it. Sorry, boy, did you eat my tape? Hmm? My tabby boy. Are you my tabby boy? You look like my tabby. Well, if I can't find the tape, I'll just have to get another roll of it. That's it. Tabby boy. Tabby boy. He's my baby. You my sweetheart? Mm-hmm. My sweetheart? Who's this? Who is this? Tabby boy. You're my baby. My baby. I got baby cat. Oh, great. It's fun. Okay. More tape time. No, I don't want the leopard tape. No, it's empty. Oh, God. I'm going to have to find where that other tape was because I otherwise can't find it. I thought for sure I heard the sound. I bet it's here and I just can't see because it's attached to something or it's right through something. Tabby boy, where you going? You're so pretty. Look at that. Look at that beautiful pussycat. I don't understand how I can lose a roll of tape. Does not make any sense. So, plan B. Good. This will be convenient. Okay. There's always more than one way of dealing with things. If I can't find tape, just find tape that is stuck. Oops. Aha! You want to know where I put the tape? I stuck the tape up here where I have more canned goods. guys can see this, but I keep canned goods up on the higher things, you see. I sure hope they can take the weight of all these things. Otherwise, well, someday it's going to fall down, go boom. So I'm going to carefully, I've got to move this to see to put them down, put them up where I want to put them. Hmm. I hate it when tape sticks to each other like that. Okay. Oops. Ah. Okay, this is what this looks like so far. Okay, and this is now mounted on a cookbook and cereal box on the stove. So. Alright. I don't know if I should bother with those last two. Oh, great. Look at that dude over there. Well, let's see what we're going to do about the clock. Oh, gotta get this tape. Oh, I see what happened. Look who's here. My taggy boy. Who's this? Oh, this. Oh, this. Somebody rate real damn good. That's who. Oh, somebody rate real good. Yes, you want to tell everybody about what you did? That when my back was turned, you saw that box and you were looking at it. You were standing up at attention, just like a meerkat. And you were on your hind legs and you were sniffing it, and it smelled so good, didn't it? And when I was talking to my mother, my back was turned. Well, I guess the sound was made, but nobody knew about it. And a box flew open and the vegetables sprayed onto the floor, and there was a chicken breast, a boneless, skinless chicken breast. And this kitty saw that chicken breast and he said, "That's my lunch." And he said, "Oh, no, 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 no," and he ate that lunch. He said, "No, no, 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 I want my chicken. No, 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 no." Oh, yes, he ate it all up. And I never would have found any proof except I saw some crumbs in the hallway. I saw some crumbs of chicken. Oh, this one here, he's a food thief. Tabby boy's a food thief. Oh, this is my baby right here. My baby, he's got pretty belly. Oh, hey, watch it, buddy. Watch it, buddy. Look at him. He's got a pretty belly. Look at this. Look at that. No. Watch it. Oh, hey. All right, I'm going to put you down. So, all right. Who's missing? Anybody important? Okay. Uh, if I can find some more of the blue, I'm going to add to the two that I can't find. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to go back here and see what else among the Christmas stuff. I have another tomato that is actually in a process of ripening. Oh, I see some red, white, and blue, but as far as that exact same kind of stuff, I can't find it. So, well, I'll think of something. Great ad campaign. Okay. All right. Uh, Cherry boy. I see my cherry boy. My cherry boy. Where's cherry boy? You're so pretty. Right? Cherry boy is beautiful. Here's my baby. Oh, my baby. You ate good. Cherry boy ate real good. All right. Oh, and I could see. I'm probably going to be playing with this all night. Trump 2020. Hey, Gronko, how you doing? You're here to deliver my mission. Now, if I talk so much about that, you know what YouTube's going to do? YouTube is going to say that this is for 18 and up. But, if you happen to see anything in the background, you know, after I'm done filming this, it is going to be 420, even though right now it's 123. Uh, it's Q. He's really here. It's finally happening. I'm here to deliver your message. You must smoke hella weed. If there is hella weed in my possession, I assure you, I will do my best I can, because otherwise, to leave it is, neglect. And doesn't it say something in the good book about how we're supposed to have the dominion of the beasts in the field, and we're supposed to have knowledge of the plants and stuff? But, you know, we may probably not have a Christmas tree this year. I would like to have one, but I would also like to move the hell out of here. Normally, I would be making plans to attend the inauguration in Washington, D.C., but it's not looking. Huh? Ah, you just caused me to get distracted from my train of thought there for a second. But anyway, I would be going to the inauguration, but it doesn't look like that's going to be happening. So, in any way, with all the civil unrest that's going on, I, people are getting stabbed now. I understand that happened in Washington, D.C., and also in either Portland or Seattle. I forget. So many similar things are happening in the Pacific Northwest, and I just get the feeling that it's just probably a good time to lay low, kind of, and not ask for trouble. And just, if we can get through the next 4 years without too much, you know, you can probably tell from my other set, I took down some of the stuff. But if you look over here, you still see that. But I took the one banner down. I still have the Women for Trump sign in the other room, but it's better for me to cover up some of the windows so that all the sunlight doesn't fade out my, clothes that are there. All right. I am obviously not really finished with the Christmas decorating, but you know what? I don't feel like dealing with this all night. But at least I got to start, and I'm gonna do some more of this in the next couple of days. But at least I got a start. Meanwhile, now that I got this done, maybe I can take care of some other things, and I do want to still do that cooking video that I had planned. The only thing is, if YouTube is going to try to age restrict it, I don't know whether. I was thinking maybe I should go ahead and film it, but not mention specifically all the ingredients in, like, there will be one thing where I say exactly what the ingredients are, and there will be another take where I don't, so that I can have two versions of that video. So maybe the version that's more explicitly cannabis can go on Patreon, and the other one, otherwise, it would just seem like a cooking video. But the thing is, that just seems, it seems like I'm basically bullshitting, trying to get two things out of one. And I don't think it would be fair to everybody. And the thing is, I shouldn't be having to think along these lines. But if YouTube is going to be deliberately finding a way that we might, in theory, in a couple of years, be able to make a sense off of, and maybe cut us off at the pass, and it's just, normally, I don't think, as a creator, I don't think in that calculated a method. I don't think, okay, I may think in terms of what subject matter might be exciting and get lots of views. Yes, I think about that sometimes, but do I think about things that will actually make me money? No, I think that is the wrong motivation to have. Because I think if something is quality and if it gets in front of enough eyes, it can lead to things that could put money in your pocket. But if money is your motivation, that's probably not the right way to go about doing it. There's probably a lot of easier, more reliable ways to make money than to do this. You should really do it out of genuine interest in being an on-camera personality and having some things that you want to share with the world. Otherwise, it's hard to sustain. Even just sustaining a 3 day a week. Oh, look at this. Sustaining a 3 day a week posting schedule is not easy, and there are some days it's really a challenge getting it done, and occasionally, even though my equipment is not broken or anything, sometimes I just have to take what now they're calling a mental health day. Some days, especially with the combination of COVID and the stress caused by this election, there are some times when just does not things do not look very hopeful. But maybe now that they're starting to pass around the vaccine, maybe things are going to start looking up. And I'd like to think positively. So okay, I'm going to clean up some of this mess around here so that we can actually do something in this kitchen. And I will be adding more to this. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you like me and my content, I'd love to have you subscribe. I try to make sure that I have my kitties in my videos when I do them, because I have a feeling that that's the main reason why people like to watch the videos, is because of kitties like this. So this is Cassie. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, you might want to subscribe. If you do, hit that bell so it looks like it's ringing, and that way you won't miss anything. Happy holidays, everybody. Please take care of yourself. Don't get COVID, and I'll see you in a couple of days. Bye.